I'm John Bachman with the wake for one of the murdered New York City police officers set for today. Several people are accused of threatening cops. Since last week's killings in Brooklyn, at least 7 people have been charged with making threats against New York City police officers, either through social media or in phone calls. The NYPD has been hit with dozens of threats since the killings. The wake for Officer Rafael Ramos is this afternoon. His funeral will be held tomorrow. Now, JetBlue is offering to fly 2 officers from every police department in the country to New York for free for Officer Ramos's funeral tomorrow. Funeral plans for his partner, Wenjin Liu, are still being put together. JetBlue plans to fly his relatives in from China for free as well. And in theaters now, The Interview, the movie about killing North Korea's leader that led to the hack of Sony Pictures, debuted in about 300 theaters across the country. No violence reported, despite threats from hackers. Star Seth Rogen showed up at one theater in L.A.
We thought this might not happen at all.
Well, the movie is available online as well at places like YouTube, on Microsoft's Xbox Video, and a site that Sony has set up to stream the movie. Both Microsoft and Sony also got hit by Christmas Day hackers. A group of hackers that previously took credit for taking down the PlayStation Network apparently hit it again, as well as the Xbox Live Network. It's knocked out online services for millions of game consoles. And this has been the last Christmas for a lot of troops in Afghanistan. The combat role for American and NATO forces is due to end on New Year's Eve. Senator John McCain spent Christmas Day with the country's president.
I believe that we are now in a time where with the proper support and proper effort and partnership with the United States in every way, including militarily and economically.
Now, after the pullout of American combat forces is complete, about 13,000 troops will remain in Afghanistan for training in support. Well, former President George H.W. Bush is in a Houston hospital for a 3rd day now after experiencing shortness of breath earlier this week. But a spokesman says the 90-year-old had another terrific day and was visited by family members. And today is a solemn one in countries around the Indian Ocean. They are marking 10 years. You can hear some of the remembrances there. They're marking 10 years to the day since the earthquake that triggered a deadly tsunami. About 250,000 people were killed, more than 170,000 in Indonesia alone. And what a mess out west, thanks to a nasty winter storm there. Snow's been falling from the Rockies all the way to Wisconsin. Denver's are seeing about a foot of snow, and even more is likely in the higher elevations. More snow is expected today and into tomorrow. And in Philadelphia, a bit of a Christmas miracle. A woman started screaming on board a subway train last evening as she was giving birth, though, to a baby boy. Passengers started to help out. Then local police arrived. That baby was born right there in a train near Philadelphia's City Hall. Mommy and baby are just fine.